I sought help from Hearing Health Solutions because I was obviously having hearing problems. I had two specific hearing problems that I wanted to have addressed. One is that when I was in group or even one-on-one conversations with a noisy environment, such as in a restaurant, it was very difficult for me to hear the speaker or the people who were, the conversation that was going on around me. And so I found that in group situations, I eventually just stopped listening because there was no use to it, because I had no idea what the conversation really was about. This led to a sense of social isolation that I was very uncomfortable with. And oftentimes it would be a source of embarrassment because after the conversation, maybe a day later, somebody would come up and refer to something that was in that conversation, and of course I would be totally ignorant of what it was. And the second reason is that I had the TV up way too loud. My wife kept complaining about how the volume of the TV set was hurting her ears. So I wanted to solve that problem, which I was, by the way, solving by using closed captioning, which is not the best solution. It is a solution, but it wasn't one that I was satisfied with. So I chose Hearing Health Solutions because, first of all, they are affiliated with the Ohio ENT, the association that I trust very highly. And all of their professionals are very well trained, and they use some of the latest equipment and technology in hearing solutions. The process was actually very easy. It started out with a hearing test, which took about 10 minutes, but it was the scores were evaluated by a computer, and it showed exactly which tones I was having difficulty in hearing. And this is very important for everyone that's watching this to note, that everybody's hearing is different. My hearing loss or abilities are different than anybody else. It's just like a snowflake. There are no two snowflakes alike. And so there are no two people with the same problem that I had. And so what the audiologist was able to do is she was able to take that information and she was able to program my hearing aids specifically for my needs. While a hearing aid is not a cure, and that is very important for you to understand, it's not a cure, it is an aid. But the aid that it was able to give me was to go into those specific tones where I was having much more difficulty in hearing, and to enhance that sound experience. And it also provided some kind of elimination of the background noise. Didn't eliminate it completely, but it made it not as difficult to hear over. because of this experience, it was so easy. Um, I'm one of those people that I can't even change a light bulb. But the audiologist took all of the technology that, like my hearing aids and the Compilot, and she made sure that I understood the various functions and that I had the correct manuals and she would show me different places in the manuals that if I was having um, problems with, I could go and refresh my memory. But more importantly, I could call in and schedule an appointment for later in the week to go in and actually get a specific question answered. And also when you are beginning to use your technology, it's programmed to a specific level, and maybe you find after a week or a month that that level is not the level that you really need. And so you can come back at no extra charge, and the audiologist will reprogram or more finely tune the program so that it will maximize the performance. So in short, I really encourage you to, if you're having the kinds of hearing loss problems that I am describing, that you get it done as soon as possible. I don't care whether you're in your 30s or your 60s or your 70s, get it done, because once you get it done, then your hearing loss will slow very much, much slower than if you have no hearing aids at all. And you will not have as much a sense of isolation, and you won't be talking really loudly or having to listen to a TV at a level that bothers other people. And why do I say hearing health solutions? Well, it's again because of the professionalism of the people, and it's just amazing as to how they are trained to use this new technology to fit the individual needs, which again, I'm repeating myself, but every person's needs are different. Every program hearing aid is different than somebody else. You couldn't use my hearing aid and I couldn't use your hearing aid. They have offices all around. It took me 5 minutes to get from my house to this office, and there's an ENT office that is co-located with this, so that if I need at some point to use ear, nose, and throat person, I can just come right here and schedule an appointment with a doctor. So I have really appreciated this opportunity to share with you my experiences